Hey yo YouTube, I am here to continue my D&D story. Um, Last we left off, we were just uh, entering some kind of tomb. One thing I left out was that Nina was actually gonna get more messages from Star Pride than anyone else. They said it was kind of a loophole because like it couldn't be me because I'm a worshiper of Star Clan or Star Pride. Couldn't be Raw Right because he's feline folk. Um, and definitely couldn't be Beck because she's a type 3 vampire. Uh, so like she was gonna get messages on how to open the doors, the code on how to get through these doors, and it would be treated like a spell that whenever she did it, she'll forget it like spellcaster would their spell book stuff in their spell books. So, like I said at the end of the last video, we we open the door, we enter. There's a tomb and there's a skeleton in there. Everything's stripped, like it looked like the place has already been ransacked. Uh, and then when we exit it, there's a band of gnolls and hyenas. My character, being a Wimmick, I've been waiting to fight gnolls this whole time. Like every now and then, gnolls would get brought up. Like I know when we went back to his homeland, like his brother and some of the other characters said that what they were doing around here was fighting some like goblinoids and some gnolls. All in all, I remember it being a fairly decent battle. Odex again always takes big hits. Still at this point, almost always getting knocked down to single digits. Um, then after that, like we defeat all the gnolls, travel a little, and that's whenever we end up meeting the Plains Pride, and the Plains Pride tells us that there's been a big group of gnolls that have been gathering under under one big chieftain, and there's three different camps, and that the Plains Pride, for the most part, they're solitary Wemmicks, but with their resources being so low and the gnolls eating up their territory, they've recently banded up, and they're more like how clan or a pride would be. My character ends up asking the two Mucho Jefe Wemmicks, the Jungle Pride, if we contact them, do you think we could convince them to help the Plains Pride fight off the gnolls? Um, I don't think they were too against the suggestion. Uh, so that ends up being our next goal. I think we might end up resting for a day or so, like get our spells back, and then we decide to. Yeah, we definitely did, because like almost every time we go through another door, there's almost always something for us to fight on the other side. So, like I said, rest for the day. Uh, I want to say Nina gets another message on how to open another doorway. Go through the door, find the pause again, get to another thing. Uh, uh, open up the doors, and on this side we see like these big like crocodile humanoid like creatures. I want to say they weren't large, but they were like on the verge. We start fighting them whenever I want to say Onyx gets the first kill. The dead body transforms into a bugbear. Uh, Whenever the player of Nina hears this, he says that Nina yells out, don't get bit. Um, at the time, I remember when he said it, I thought Lycanthrope rules were like second edition, where he rolled D100 and it was like a 3% chance he would get infected. So, like, I said something like, I don't care about that 3% chance. Uh, and then, like, a round or two later, I get bit, end up rolling a 1 on my fortitude check and end up failing. Um, like, because right now my character is a barbarian. I'm in rage, and I think my character wouldn't even notice him yelling that out. Or if I wasn't raging, I probably would point out that I got bit later on. Not that it really made a big difference in the long run. So we end up defeating all the lycanthropes. I don't remember there being anything else besides that in this fight, which is unusual for our DM. He always pops up other stuff. Like this last game, we were fighting something, and I was like, there's going to be a big version of these that show up, especially since we fought some more of the game before, and there was less of them this time. But like I said, for the most part, it went fairly well. Defeat them, leave there. I don't think it took much time before we ended up encountering the jungle pride. Uh, Typical stuff. I tell them that we're on a mission to unite the prides of the Wemmicks to fully communicate with Star Pride and get our 9 lives, or the deputies would get their 9 lives, stuff like that. And we tell them that we need their help to go fight the Gnoll clans. I don't think it took much convincing. I want to say Nina ended up doing a fairly good influence roll or whatever it's called, because I remember I rolled really low. Um, so then after that, we get the two groups together. Go, like I said, they said it was 3 different camps. Go attack the Gnoll camps. Again, I remember it being fairly easy. I don't remember nothing too spectacular about the encounter. We did end up fighting like a giant Flynn or a giant Gnoll. I don't even think he was giant. I think he was just high rank. uh, uh, After that, end up convincing the two tribes or the two prides to come back to New Loran with us. So we end up going back to New Loran, like I just said. Uh, uh, my character, like I tell the DM that, or I myself, not my character, pretty much say that. I kind of ask how long we've been on the road. I think he says we were on the road for like a week or so, maybe even a little longer. So, I just, and then I also ask when's the next half moon, because because we tell him that Nina has been getting or is getting more messages from Star Pride. I want to know maybe if something might happen on the night of the half moon whenever Medicine Cats talk to Star Pride. So we ended up waiting around town for 4 days. Um, and also, I think the human and demi-human characters will enjoy being in civilization for a while. Um, Nothing ended up becoming of the hearing a message from Star Pride, with the exception that Onyx Gar, my character, ended up meeting Mouth Vader, which Mouth Vader and Otis Skokie. Uh, Both characters are are alternate versions of the characters that were played in my original game, or in me and the ODM's original game. Um, because this is an alternate world of a world we used to play called Midgard. So usually, if I'm talking about historical events, I'm usually going to be talking about stuff from Midgard. Um, Nothing special about their conversation. Otis Skokie is a character called a Kaz, or he's a half Kaz, which are pretty much like a big barbarian. Klingon, not Klingon like race, but they're not too different. Like they would be like Klingons if they showed less emotions. Um, and then after that, we decide that we're gonna go try and contact the Thunder Pride. And you want to hear more about that? Check out more of my videos, and I will check you later.